right, guys, Vape Room Radio. Thank you all so much for coming out.
Of course.
I got James and Erick, part of the Rig Mod crew. And then Chelsey, who are you sporting today?
Society of Vape.
Society of Vape, very cool. What brings you all out this weekend? You guys all have booths, or?
Yeah, we're over in the vaping industry's wholesale booth today.
Oh, very cool, very cool.
And I'm hanging out with Vape Hooligans today.
Vape Hooligans?
Yeah.
All right, I'm not familiar with them. What do they do?
They're basically a feature page, and they do massive giveaways and
No kidding.
tons of followers. I think they have like 36,000 followers.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I feel like giveaways are a really, really big part of the vape industry.
Definitely.
I mean, if you're not doing giveaways, you're probably not very high up there
Definitely,
as far as social media.
And it gets a lot of promotion out there for your
It really
company
does.
and for the company that you're doing it for.
Yeah, no, it definitely really does. So, I mean, it's always great to see that. We always do giveaways on our show. Unfortunately, not really this weekend just because we don't have our Skype integration. Yeah. Just bare minimum this weekend. We only brought what we needed to survive.
Of course.
So, James and Erick, tell me a little bit about the Rig Mod, where it came from, how you guys started it, and how you came to where you are today.
Well, basically, I walked into Erick's shop as a customer. I bought a couple different mods, high-end. And what happened was they kept firing in my pocket, breaking, falling apart. He kept returning them for me. By the end of the week, I was smoking cigarettes again. Finally, I was like, you know what, Erick, I'm going to make a mod. And he looked at me like I was crazy at first. And
I would too.
And about 7 days later, I came up with the rig. And I showed it to him. And the rest was pretty much a wrap. I mean,
no kidding.
My wife actually did purchase my very first mod.
Really? That's really cool.
The logo on the rig comes from her grandfather. He was a roughneck.
Okay.
Freemason, just a really good guy.
There you go. There you go.
And he passed away from lung cancer.
Oh.
And she's been totally anti-tobacco my whole relationship. So
this was kind of her way of just making something good come out of that experience.
Absolutely, yeah. We've turned it into a business, and
that's awesome.
It's working. We don't smoke.
Successful business.
Yeah,
extremely.
We must say.
Oh yeah, no, I hear about the Rig Mod all the time. Unfortunately, I don't have one. I don't have the money to go spend on all these awesome mods these days. But
we'll change that for you today.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Go,
that's really awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
right,
we're not really all about that money or like, you know.
No, as it should be. I mean, the vape community is about the shared knowledge, living a healthier
Raising
lifestyle.
awareness,
yeah,
definitely.
exactly. And I mean, that's kind of what we came out to do. So, but that's really awesome. Did you have any sort of like engineering background, or did you just walk into a machine shop and be like, "Hey, help me out here"?
Well, pretty much I drew it down on a napkin. I did do my homework. I had to run around, find a guy that could run a lathe. You know, I butted heads with him a little bit. You know, he's like, "No, this won't work. That will work." You know, and so it was, no engineering background at all.
Oh, okay.
I've done everything from working at chicken farms or driving pro bobsled. So
no kidding.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So,
stuff I've done.
What did you do before you got into the vape community?
I was at a job, journeyman glazer, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, and they don't really let you smoke on site.
Yeah.
So I'm doing like construction all day, and you know, cigarette butts. You know, my wife was just sick and tired of them because I don't litter. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was just perfect. You know, it was perfect timing, perfect shop. The Vintage Vape in Anaheim. You know, I couldn't ask for a better group of partners, you know, to pick.
Definitely.
You know, so.
No, that's really cool to see an idea literally on a napkin or a paper, and just, I mean, here you are today, your very own Rig Mod, incredibly popular device. I mean, some of our shop employees came by earlier and purchased some, so it's definitely a really great mod. Now, Erick, how are you involved in this process?
I am the Chief Operations Officer. I basically handle a lot of the logistics, the back-end work. I deal with the manufacturers, make sure people get paid on time, things of that nature.
Okay.
Anything and everything that can be done, from assembling to going to manufacturers to coming up with the concept, the design, helping with the concept and design, I should say, to building the brand. I'm involved in pretty much everything that's out there.
Okay, so just anything that needs to be done, you get it done.
Correct.
That's very cool, man. So when James came to you with this idea and you're like, hey, this is crazy, how did it go from a crazy idea to, all right, let's get the ball rolling?
You know,
in his defense, he had my back from day one. He's like,
oh,
get
really?
a prototype and bring it.
No, that's
but
cool.
Low key, he was like, this dude's nuts. You know what I mean?
In the back of your head.
You got to realize people are in there every day talking, you know, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I quit my job. I sold everything I had, and because I was really serious. I mean, it was either I was going to keep smoking and lose my wife, or I was going to quit smoking and start making mods that don't break down on you.
I hear that ultimatum quite frequently.
So essentially, when he came to me, I literally did think he was crazy. However, running a shop, you can't tell customer that they're crazy.
Of course. Yeah.
So I entertained the idea. I did tell him legitimately, though. I gave him a few ideas in regards to what I would like to see in a mod. Some of the issues that myself, along with other customers, and I'm sure everybody out there who use mechanical mods have run into.
Yeah.
He essentially came back in 4 days later, and he had the prototype in his hand.
Wow.
Seeing the prototype, having used mech mods for about 2 years now, it absolutely floored me. There was no design on it whatsoever. It was just a blank tube. But the whole concept, the way that it was designed, it essentially took away a lot of the guesswork. It didn't dummy it down, but what it did do is make it easier for, say, the novice mech mod user to use it. Not only that, but it definitely appeals to the vape enthusiast, somebody who's been using mech mods for years.
Definitely appeals to the advanced vapors.
So essentially what we wanted to do was to take some of the flaws that we saw in some of the mods, remove those, make it to where somebody who's been using mechs for, say, 2 or 3 years could do it, or somebody who's been using an Ego battery can do that. We can explain the concept to them, how to use it extremely easily, and try to take out as many of the flaws as we possibly can.
No, that's really great. I feel like if I was designing a mod like you were, a shop owner is the best person to go to for that advice. Because, I mean, you as a shop owner, you see that every day. Oh, I bought this mod, but I'm having this issue. I mean, a couple devices come to mind off the top of my head where the button construction just... It was very flawed. So, I mean, the button falls apart, and you got these a bajillion little mini pieces, and you lose one, and there goes that device. So, I mean, me personally, working in the retail aspect, the customer service, I see that all the time. So, I mean, if somebody like James approached me, I would definitely say, hey, simpler the better. And it looks like that's exactly what you guys did.
Yeah, we knocked down the thread counts, because more threads, more problems, stuff like that. And then just by chance, that really cut down our voltage drop.
Yeah, voltage drop, definitely.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
really cool.
it's got low. And then, a lot of people had been hitting me up for hybrid, and there's no way to put a hybrid on here.
Right,
or so we
say.
Yeah,
ask you guys about because I noticed you guys are both rocking the new atomizer you guys are coming out with.
Yeah, the Roughneck
atomizer. It's called the Roughneck. Okay.
Yep.
It's a great name.
Can you explain it? Explain it a little bit more. Like, why did you guys come up with that, Addy?
To tell you the truth, I was sitting there and I was at my prototypes guy. I was at a shop, and I was like, man, there's got to be a way to make this thing a hybrid. And I had the back cap off of my mod, and I was using a Tugboat version 2. And I went to screw it into my mod without the back cap on because I was thinking, where I was talking with him, and it started to go in. I was like, oh crap!
No, really?
I was like, hey, can you thread the outside of this? And we sat down, we whipped up a drawing. Next day we had a prototype. Bam, it was done.
Awesome.
So basically,
Very quickly.
The atomizer only fits our mod, but that was the only way to do it. So, but hey, if anybody out there is listening and wants to win one of these, you can go to Society of Vape Instagram, tag, repost the photo, tag 4 friends. It's Society of Vape on Instagram. And, and also look for the Rig Mod on Instagram. THERRIGMOD.
We're actually doing a giveaway for a rig, the actual mod, the Roughneck, and one of these awesome leather mod holders.
That is very cool.
It's made specifically for the rig.
Very cool.
And it's just very functional. I mean, you have your vape socks, you have all these. This one just specifically fits the rig, and it's leather, so it
looks really great. It definitely fits with the theme.
Yeah.
That's
so
really
we're doing
cool.
that on Instagram right now on my page, Society of Vape.
It's just at Society of Vape?
Yes, sir.
Great.
And I'd like to say, too, we're not out there claiming this is some kind of competition mod, though that's the hype.
No.
Yeah,
it's
everybody starts labeling it.
It's an affordable mod for the price.
Yeah.
And everything's 100% made here in America.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
It's for the working class, by the working class, period, cut and dry.
Exactly. And another concept that we kind of came up with the Rig Mod, one of my biggest issues being, running the shop is that with authentic mods, there isn't a lot of room in there in terms of wholesale pricing and retail pricing for shops to make their money. Therefore, as we know, everybody always wants a discount. Everybody always wants a break on the pricing. So what we try to do is make it affordable wholesale-wise for the shops to where there's enough meat on the bone to where they can discount the mods. And they're still making a good amount of money, let alone they're also passing that price down to the customers as well to make it affordable. A lot of the authentic mods were going upwards of $300.
Yeah, real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off, man.
Okay, no problem.
We're going to wrap up real quick. I understand James has to run off to a picture.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
No, it's cool, it's cool.
Definitely appreciate the
yeah.
time, though, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to do this again, man. That'd be cool.
And Chelsey, I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine.
Stick around. We'll get you in with the next group.
No problem.
Hear more about that.
Hey, we got more mods coming out. You know, we have like this mod atomizer combo coming out for about $130 retail. It's gonna blow the doors off the game. I mean, and this is again us trying to get back to the vape community. You know, it shouldn't be, you know, $300 for a mod or $250 for a piece of junk mod. You know, so we're really trying here. You know, and you know, you guys can you'll be able to find all of our products at www.vapeamp.com. All right.
And we will definitely post that link when the video goes online. So thank you, James, Eric, Chelsey, so much for coming by.
Thanks for having us.
I hope we can get you in with one of our normal segments, get some
great.
more details from you guys.
Course, definitely.
Want to learn more about these upcoming devices. But thank you guys so much for coming out and being here, supporting the community. Vape Room Radio, for Vapors, by Vapors. Thank you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Take care.